This is the Note Closers Show, where you get the latest developments in distressed note investing and learn the secrets of how you can control millions of dollars worth of property for pennies on the dollar. Get educated and entertained by someone who has closed thousands of deals and lives to support you in achieving the same. Now, here's your host, CEO of We Close Notes, Scott Carson.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Note Closer Show. I'm Scott Carson, and as always, I'm excited to be here with you guys, whether it's today, tomorrow, tonight, whenever you're watching this podcast. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who watches this on a regular basis. It's always great to have you watching this, and then also to our listeners online on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Music Play, all of our podcast platforms. I first and foremost want to thank all of you for listening to help make the show what it is, because without your feedback, without your listening to, we would not be here. And so thank you from the bottom of our heart. Today's topic for the show is a little bit different, and I thought about doing this next week, the week after Christmas, because we will be recording some shows all next week leading up to the first. But I thought today would be a better one, because we've got one more episode before Christmas. We're not going to do one on Friday here. But what are you thankful for? What are you excited for 2018 is a better way of putting it. I talked to a lot of people who, we had a great workshop this past weekend. One of our largest workshops we've ever had. Actually, it was the largest workshop that we've had so far of our virtual. Now, yes, we've had some great turnout for our note camps. Over 1,000 people in our note camps. But our virtual workshop here in December, we had over 200 people that joined us from roughly about 20 different states. And we had a couple international guys. And so I want to find out what excites you for 2018. What is the thing that excites you the most? And I thought I would start off by sharing some of the things that I'm most excited about this coming year, this new year. Don't get me wrong, 2017 has been a phenomenal year. And looking back at our numbers, you all know I'm a numbers geek, obviously. 2016, we had a total of 1,571 students go through a workshop or some sort of education thing we offer up at We Close Notes. This year, we're just under 2,000, 1997. So I'm hoping we can get 3 more students before the end or in the next week or so to get to 2,000. But the beautiful thing is over the last 2 years, it's been a combined total of 3,177. Now, one of the nice things is we have about a 60% bleed over ratio or retainment ratio for what we do with our students. Actually, 59% of our students from this year were students last year, which that really excites me that we have a lot of retained students, which obviously it's always, if you're in business, always be easier to keep a client than to go out and retain a new one. But, total 3,177 students in the last 2 years. It kind of blows me away because we shot for 1,000 last year. We had 1,500. We're right at that cusp for 2,000 for this year, so we're pretty stoked about that. But we got about a 40% growth rate year over year, which is really exciting. So our goal, for those that don't know, over the next 5 years, we want to help 10,000 real estate investors buy their first home. We want to help 10,000 note investors. Now, that's a lofty target of having about 2,000 people per year, but I really believe that we can do that. Have a phenomenal year deal-wise for us. A lot of our students are closing on good deals. Hatham and Riaz, a couple of our students, one from Houston, the other guy lives in San Francisco, closed on 50 deals for the year. We look at a lot of things in what we do and how to make things successful for everybody. And we get excited about some of the new things. Obviously, our podcast has been a big hit the last third of the year. We're really excited where this is going. We're excited for what Note Camp 5.0 and 6.0 have in store and some of the cool things we have with some of the new speakers and everybody that's involved with that. I think we just keep growing at the pace that we do is not always the easiest thing, but one of the biggest things that I have to give a big shout out is that our staff does an amazing job of supporting me and helping me be able to focus on the things going forward. We're going to see a little bit more changes in 2018 on some stuff. Yes, product is always going to be a interesting thing to come across. Where do you find it? And I'm really excited about the fact that we're taking more of a going back to a bank direct focus in 2018. We have a exciting thing coming the middle of or the end of January, from the 22nd of January through the 19th of February. We're going to be launching a banking blitzkrieg. We've got about 20 people who have signed up to be a part of this, where we will be I'll be pulling a list of asset managers or pulling a list of banks and feeding to these 20 people, and these people will be calling banks on a regular basis and reporting back with the names of contacts, and at the end of the time, the 20 people will be sharing that list amongst ourselves. So that's a really great thing we're excited about. Always great to revamp our asset managers list. We've had some focus here in the last 30 days and stuff has really turned out really, really well. So, but what I want to know is, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, because obviously if you're on the podcast, you're listening to this, is what are you most excited about? What is the thing that really gets you rocking and rolling for 2018? We've got some people on here who have commented. Whoops, hang on here. Let's see here. Grateful for my freedom. That's good. That's great. We have our freedom. I don't know if you were locked up or what, Claude. But what do you want to, what's one of the big things that excites you? I know a lot of people are excited because they closed some deals this year and they see them attaining their goal for cash flow. I know Gail Greenberg is excited about that up in Philadelphia. She's with her deals, her big goal is to get to $10,000 a month in cash flow. Last time I checked, she was almost there. So we're proud of her. For those that are watching, I know we've got people that are watching. What do you want to accomplish? What are you excited about? Okay. What are the things that you want to accomplish? Okay. I know that we're also excited about probably doing a road show this year, kind of taking the Note Closers podcast on the road. And what I mean by that is, what's funny is I get some interesting ideas that come from different places. All right. And, I go to movies. We went to the Nutcracker last night. I had an idea or two there. Actually, if Martin Sayers, a buddy of mine, say the Notecracker, which is a pretty good one. But we were at a Metallica concert in Houston earlier this year. We're walking out of the concert, and it's got, obviously, you've seen this if you've ever been to a concert. They always list the dates and the places that they're going. Well, for 2018, we've toyed with the idea of doing that, basically a T-shirt with the road show, where we're going places. And we've got a pretty busy first quarter of the year. We're going to be obviously on the Quest cruise in some pretty cool places with Quest IRA. And then we also, in January, we're going to New York for the Distressed Mortgage Expo we're going to be at. Traffic and Conversion, the end of February in San Diego for those digital entrepreneurs. We're excited to be out there for that. And then we also, I'm excited to be going to North Carolina, speaking there. It looks like I'm going to be going to Akron in March and April as well. Just some really great, fun stuff. We're actually headed out on another vacation in May for some stuff that we planned a year ago. What are you guys most interested in? Brady Durr, I see that you're watching. John Burke, you're watching. Christina Fuller, I see that you're watching. Laura Blanc, I see that you're watching here. What are some of the big things that you guys are excited about 2018, or you haven't even planned 2018 yet? Which cracks me up, because I know a lot of people aren't planning yet. We are excited to see where our staff goes. We've got some cool things that we're in the works that I've been working on that they don't even know about yet for them. Cedric says, I'm excited to close my first deal. After the first one, it will be a full sprint after that. Also lose weight and healthier lifestyle, 75 pounds minimum. That will give me more energy to put into my business. There we go, Cedric. Thank you for sharing. That's a big thing. I think a lot of people do. They want to make more money, they want to lose weight, or they want to pay the debt off. And I've always had the idea that instead of thinking about what you have to get rid of, thinking about what you can do more of. So a lot of people talk, I want to pay off my credit cards. Well, if all you focus on your credit cards, you're probably going to raise your balance. Whereas if you focus on making money, you have the money to help you pay off your credit card. So you try to take this, what do I need to do? I need to make 20 grand more this year to pay off the 20 grand in credit cards. Okay. And if Cedric, one of the big things I agree is that's fitness is a big thing for me as well this year. And we've done a really good job with Thomas Nee. And if you're looking for somebody to help give you a guide and just talk with you on the phone, go through some ideas, you can reach out to teammatefitness@gmail.com, and Thomas will be glad to connect with him on here. He's a friend of mine, and he'd be glad to talk with you. Okay. Brady says, excited about the banking blitzkrieg to get fresh asset before everyone else and help the tribe of 20 that are in it. That's great, Brady. But what are you? One thing for you, my friend. Brady, you running a Dallas or a Fort Worth area meetup group. What's one big thing you're excited about in 2018 for your business? Not my business. Yes, I know banking blitzkrieg is great for this 20, but what is one big thing you're excited about for your business, your 2018? All right? Because I've told somebody before, I can't be the motivating factor. I can't be the kick in the butt in your guys' business. John says, I want to pay off my debt and give to worthwhile causes. Okay, so what are those worthwhile causes, John? What I'm trying to get you guys to do, if you haven't figured this out, is be a little bit more specific. Cedric has been pretty good about being specific. That, hey, he wants to lose 75 pounds, close on his first deal. Well, Cedric, I challenge you to close on your first deal by the end of January. That should be a feasible date for you to get things rock and roll, okay? And you want to lose 75 pounds? Great. Then you got to divide that up to, what does that come down to? That's about 8.5 pounds a month. That's 2 pounds a week. What does that look like? That's 7,000 calories roughly deficit that's 1,000 calorie deficit, or basically working out where you're burning at least 1,000 more calories per day. So those are the things to look at for you. We are, you probably won't recognize the office a little bit. We've got some changes taking place in here over the holidays. Let's see. Laura says, want to lock down my team and automate the net business as much as possible. We want to close 50 deals. Okay, that I love. You want to close 50 deals in 2018, Laura. Then one of the great things you're going to like is one of the webinars we're going to do come the first year is with a really great tool that we just implemented here at WCN. It's a really great little asset management tool, easy to use, gives updates to our JV partners. We're literally transitioning all of our stuff over into this one software, and Jennifer has been a trooper getting a little bit in between her sneezes and flu systems. Carolyn says, bring them on camera. I don't know who you're talking about bringing them on camera. Okay? Oh, that says I could bring them on camera if I wanted to. I'm not going to bring them on camera. So, excited. You got to have it excited. You got to be excited about something. All right. Maybe it's a trip you're planning on taking. Okay. Maybe it's money or closing deals. You know, if you close 50 deals, that's really phenomenal, Lord. If you're bringing in at least $250 a month off of those deals, that's even more exciting. Okay. Even more exciting when you're making money. Okay. We're excited that we want to take this podcast to hopefully 150,000 views in 2018. 150,000 downloads in 2018 is my goal. Because if we can we're going to get close to 50,000 before the end of the year. We might not just exactly hit because the holidays being a little bit slower, but that's not going to keep us from cranking out great content and sharing with you guys on an almost business daily basis. Okay. Laura says, Merry Christmas, new software. Yes. And the price of it is extremely cheap, like $1 a month per asset. Yeah, we're pretty stoked about that. All right. Casey Lang, what is one big focus for you in 2018 that you're excited about? Robert Burrow, I know that Robert is learning a ton out there and doing some great things with his Facebook Live. So congrats to you, Robert. You're getting better and better at it. Donovan, what is one thing you're excited about in 2018? Okay. Donovan's out there doing a great job with Chad Raggio, kind of running the Houston Note Closers meetup group as well. So hopefully if you're running some sort of meetup group, you have a target that you want to grow your group by the end of next year. All right. Figure out what you're doing. If you're at 12 or 13 people, let's see, hey, if you can't get that to 50 people by the midway year and then 100 by the end of next year. Very feasible to do if you're just doing some very simple things out there. Notes, baby. I know you want to close some notes, but if you're not specific, you're just going to run around like a Wild West gunslinger and not get anything accomplished. All right. So the more specific you can be with notes and go from there. So that's where it's exciting about it. If you're closing on your first deals, you're getting your feet wet like a lot of people are, having a focused plan. And don't get the idea here too is you have to have a patience. You got to have a little patience that you're going to get things done. It may not come as quite as fast as you want it to. All right. It may take you a couple weeks. And you got to realize right now, this week and next week, and then the first week of January, really a dead time. If you already hadn't gotten deals in the pipeline to close, it's going to take a little bit of time to get some stuff done between now and then. All right. Well, you're not going to get much stuff closed, but you can at least put systems in place, start working through things, start working on your direct marketing. I'm excited because we are, I said this before, and I'll say it again, we're going very bank direct this year on a lot of things. I think we're going to lead the industry in reaching out direct to banks and buying from banks. That's one of the big things that we're going to focus on is I want to say share the banks. I'm not going to share our hard work that we do, but I'm going to share the fact that, hey, we closed from another bank. We closed from another bank. We closed on another bank this year, because I think that's really a big thing for people in 2018 is going back to the banks versus, because a lot of these hedge fund guys, they've become a product of their own success. They have priced themselves out of the market where they're trying to buy assets, but they're paying too much for assets, and they're trying to carve down just good assets, so they're paying a premium and then trying to sell those off to other investors isn't working. So they're getting stuck with these assets that really the only play on them is to work the assets out themselves. They're not really a trading platform. And so you have to be mindful of where you're buying from and actually go further and further upstream to closer or bigger deals to make things happen. I think this next year is going to be the year of the bigger pool trades. By bigger pool trades, I mean not the one-offs. I mean like 10, 50, 10, 25, 50 of people working together to get things done, okay? Casey's said about the bank blitz. Yep. Happy holiday all. Awesome, Robert. Good stuff. What are you guys most excited about in 2018, everybody? Okay. There's a lot of things. I'm excited to have some of the new guests on our podcast. And I don't know who's all going to be on there. We're about to slap a calendar up on the wall here for just a podcast so we can plan that out and see what all comes from there. I'm excited about out of the, like I said, we're making a challenge to help 10,000 note investors over the next 5 years. It's one of our biggest things, not based off numbers that we've done so far, but starting fresh January 1st. How many new note investors can we help? Can we get 10,000 in the next 5 years? It's 2,000 a year. I think we can feasibly do that and making things happen. Here we go. Awesome. I made a goal at the fast track training to close 80 notes in my first 12 months. I have 4, just 76 more to go. That's a great start, Donovan. I love it. So if you need to do 76 over the next 12 months, you need to average 6 a month. Means you may have put quite a few bids in over if you know what I'm talking about, but good job. Brady says, shaking my day job to focus on notes, attending Dallas Quest IRA events weekly MailChimp, closing 40 deals with OPM, doing my first interview on 21st with Franco, and looking to build on that in 2000. Great, you're doing your first webinar. That's awesome. Oh, what do we get here? Thank you very much. More gift baskets showing up. That's it. Great stuff. Whoever just sent me a gift basket, thank you so much. My staff's going to be happy. One of the biggest things that we have think also is we already plan our marketing calendar. And if you were on one of the previous Monday Note webinars about what to be getting done in the last 3 weeks of the last month of the year, we talked about through that. So we've already I love the fact that Nicole's already on her calendar, 60 days in Note Camp, 90 days in Note Camp, 30 days in Note Camp. And so that's one of the beautiful things is implementing those strategies into our buffer and our other systems so that it helps and makes a lot of things run easier going and rocking forward. Okay. Awesome. Good stuff. Oh, I love it when people comment on our post. Somebody sent me a gift basket yesterday that we arrived yesterday with a bottle of Crown Royal in it, but there's no card or no name attached to it that I could personally thank. So thank you to whoever shared that. If you shared that, please let me know. We're glad to thank you. It's always nice to end up with Crown. What's kind of funny is I'm watching on my phone here with the comments, and I see a friend of mine out of Dallas who runs a liquor distributor, basically. She runs a title, Drinks with Jenna, and she saw the Crown Royal pop up, so she's like, hearts, good stuff there. I'm excited. I'm going to throw this out here. Well, this last year in Austin, Texas, on June 30th, my good friends Christy and Elijah Whites was able to get the city of Austin to officially announce Social Media Day for Austin. And I was excited to be a part of them, offer their first Social Media Day at the digital marketing offices. Well, this year, we wanted to take it a little bit further with their help. So we're going to do, this is something you want to put on your calendars now, June 30th is a Saturday, okay? It's a Saturday. I've come up with the idea of doing a 24-hour nonstop social media live stream and bringing on guests every hour. And yes, it'll start early. And I'm even toying with the idea of doing it from midnight East Coast time to midnight Pacific Coast time. So it would technically be 27 hours straight and bringing on 20 guests throughout the show to interview them, to talk, to share, and go from there and see if we could not get 1 million hits off of it. So that has been one little thing in the back of my head, focused on kind of starting to put things in place for that. And that's 6+ months from now, 7 months from now. So that is exciting to me. That's one thing where, hey, we do something bigger and better and really knock it out of the park. It would be awesome. What are some things? Teresa, Michael Hall. I see some of these people that are watching here. What are some of the great things? Charles Klughart. All right, Chris Savigny. Chris, I'll be ready when we're done with that deal in Fort Lauderdale. That's one of my goals for this year. Get that freaking deal done. What else? What are some of the things that you guys are? I'm asking for you guys. This is a show that's designed more so for you. If you're listening to the podcast, I would love it if you left a review, but talked a little bit about in your review, or you went and left a comment on Stitcher or iTunes. What are you so focused on in 2018, and how can we help you accomplish those goals? Maybe I should ask that out here on the podcast right now. What are you looking for, and what do you would like the most amount of help with? Is it raising capital? Is it finding asset managers? Is it marketing? Is it business systems? What are some of the biggest issues that you're excited about, hurdles that you're excited to overcome in the new year? Okay? Laura, you're right. We would do a media-thon, basically. And what's funny, I was watching, it's funny how House of Cards kind of popped that up. I think about in the last season where the governor was running against, Underwood, and he had a 24-hour nonstop live stream asking Q&A. And I thought that would be kind of cool for social media. So we're going to do that. You need your own ball drop for the social media day. You know what? That would be kind of interesting. I'm definitely thinking we're going to do clocks across somewhere where we can keep track of the time of everything. Okay? Look, it's going to be a great year. It was one of our best years. We really foresee 2018 being better. We've got some cool technology hacks that we're doing. We're really excited. We've been implementing, pulling some lists, really dialing in on some more market if we weren't dialed in already on this stuff. Okay? Biggest thing you guys are excited about in 2018. Traveling abroad could be one big thing you're excited about. I know we're excited going over to Italy and Spain and a little bit in France this year. So it's going to be kind of a little bit of an international year on some stuff. I'm excited that we have an international following as well. We have people listening in about 20 different countries across the world as well. And so we definitely want to recognize our international listeners. Thank you for listening and downloading this. And as always, if you're listening abroad, if you're listening from somewhere overseas or even in Canada or Mexico, I would love it if you drop me a message at Scott at We Close Notes or shoot me a message that you're listening from abroad. I would love that. And then we would love to even possibly get you on the podcast interview. Why you love potentially investing in the United States and you're living abroad. That would be really a fun episode, I think. Okay. Katie, Katie's so excited about Chris coming home. You better watch, you don't end up with a third kid. All right. You know what it makes that. But Katie's doing a phenomenal job. We're looking forward to what Chris and Katie Moton are doing. Phenomenal. Scott Walker, what are you excited about? Greg Blatz. Scott Moore, what are you excited about in 2018? Yeah, I'm calling people out as they're jumping on. Michael Hall, if I haven't called you out already, yes. What are you guys most excited about? Yes, Chris coming home is a big thing. We got to give a big shout out, big congratulations to Chris for being overseas and helping us stay Captain America there for him. Okay? Donovan. All right. Tell you what, Donovan, biggest goal for 2018. Be invited onto the podcast without having to beg. All right. I'll tell you this. Donovan, drop me a message, email, and we'll get you scheduled on the podcast. All right. You've closed some deals. We'll talk about what you've learned from the deals and go from there. So, yes, Donovan, drop me a message, and I'll get you on the podcast. So now you got to come up with a bigger goal. Okay. Christina Fuller. All right. Thanks for pulling over. That's give it up. There we go. Keep focus on building some of your markets in Tennessee. That's great. Our prayers and thoughts are with you with dealing with a family medical emergency out of state. That's definitely going to take a priority to things. And realize that life is full of hiccups in the road. We get setbacks all the time, and we just keep plowing through them. And I know it's not the easiest thing to go through by any means, but just keep striving forward. Know you're going to get to where you want to be. Okay. Cody Cox was one of the things you're most excited about in 2018. Scott says apartment building purchases. That's awesome. Congratulations. Tyler Kane, what's one of the big things you're excited about in 2018? There's so many. I love hearing what people want to accomplish in their goals and the things that they're excited about, because the exciting thing is what drives us further. I will tell you a personal goal, not a business goal, is I'm excited to see where I am in another 12 months of training with my trainer. Because right now I see a difference. The pant sizes are going down. Shirts are, going down, double chin going away. I feel healthier. My back doesn't bother me like it did before. It's a huge thing of moving and agile and having fun, because I think it's one thing that a lot of us take for granted in terms of our health. And with notes, it's kind of a sedimentary kind of position we're in a lot of times of being on the computer and doing things. So anytime you be up and moving and things like that. So I'm excited about my training with Thomas. I actually have to sign off here in a few minutes to go spend some time with him. I think Cody Cox, I'm going to put a challenge at Cody Cox that by this time next year, he will be a full-time investor, will have left his job that he's been working towards. 60 minutes full-time vacation. No question mark behind the full-time. Make it happen, Cody Cox, because I know you can, my friend. I know you can. Health is the greatest wealth. I like that. Very good quote there, Robert Burrell. Definitely a good thing. So, guys, 2018 is something that's going to be an amazing year for those that want to make it amazing. If you're going to be down in the dumps and Debbie Downer and things like that, non-accomplished things and complaining and bitching about things, you're not going to see any difference in your life. Okay? You're not going to have any more success than you've had before. You're just going to have more shit that literally gets you pissed off and doesn't make you – and that's the type of energy that's not going to make you successful. Okay? You have to realize that life is a whole lot easier going through with a positive mental attitude than a negative attitude. And if you let little things throw you off, you're going to run into the same roadblocks and have the same distractions. And I know it's easy to do that, and it's frustrating when things happen in life, but you have to have kind of a 30-second mentality. And one of them about 30-second mentality is literally 30 seconds for something negative and then move on. You got to try to find the positive in something. Okay? You got to try to find the positive in something to make things happen. And you'll be if you do that, you'll start attracting positive things versus attracting negative things. Because if you're in a gray cloud sky, you're negative about something, all you will end up doing is attracting negative things. And I've seen it happen too many times. I've been down that road before. And the one thing that I had to do is I just had to kind of program my mind to start focusing on the positive. I had to try to, even the worst days, the worst times, I had to try to find something positive about my life and find myself moving towards that positive direction. Sometimes it's ceasing to hang out with the people that are around and starting to hang out with new people, or reading books, or watching motivational things and taking away the negative things and stuff in my life. So I challenge you all, if you're having a hard time finding something positive, find something positive. Find something little and build upon it. And then build on the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. Or go hang out with some people. Pick up the people that inspire you to give them a phone call and talk. Because I guarantee some of the most successful people are the ones that are most giving, especially this time of year. Giving with their time, their energy, and they also don't want you to make the same mistakes that they've made. And they also want to save you. Save you from making those mistakes, because they realize how much more valuable their time is and your time is. That if you can go condense a 6-month thing into 6 weeks, it's phenomenal. Or a 6-week thing into 6 hours, it's phenomenal. And that's one of the biggest things that we are focused on. I know I am here is we've got some things that we just started on. My goal is literally in the next 2 weeks, really get a lot of this stuff implemented. And we're going to be filming a new marketing video series. We're going to be filming some new training stuff, updating some things going forward in 2018, and kind of switching up our business model on a couple things. So we'll look forward to that. It's not about getting knocked down. It's about getting backed up. And if you can't find something positive to focus yourself, to draw on, write on the board or something like that you see every day, you need to, because it will drive you. I don't have a problem getting out of bed in the morning, being in the office and driving forward and being here late and knocking things down, because it's fun, it's excitable, and we have a lot of great things to accomplish in 2018. And by we, I mean not just us here at WCN. I mean we. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you're part of the WCN crew, Facebook page, or you're part of our students, we want to help you achieve big things this next year. So go out, make something happen. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for all that shared. Appreciate it. If you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher, once again, please feel free to leave a review. Share it with anybody that you enjoy. And we've got a great lineup of guests actually next week that we're bringing on for the podcast. So have a great day, and we'll see you all at the top, everybody. Bye.